What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another video for my Omi homies. Now, it's been a crazy couple of weeks in the Veve secondary market. We've watched most of the gains that were made in that January run-up. Basically, they've been wiped out. All right, I wanted to talk about why that happened. I think that there are a number of contributing factors that paved the way for this to happen. So I wanted to break it all down in this video. I also want to talk about if I think that the market can recover to its previous levels and when that will happen. So stick around. There's a lot to talk about. If you like this sort of content, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, I want to start by taking a look at some of the brutal charts. Now, here we have the common Steamboat Willie. Started the month at about $400, ran all the way up to $1,200, basically a straight line up. And it has since gradually crashed right back down to that $400 level. We are currently under $400 for Steamboat Willie at the time of this recording. This is the Batman Todd McFarlane. It's fared a little better, started at around $3,000 at the beginning of the year. Went up to a high of actually $15,000, currently at about $6,500 at the time of this recording. Still up almost 100% from where it started in January. This is the Wonder Woman FA, very similar to the Steamboat Willie chart. A parabolic run up to over $1,500 and a steady downward spiral back to where it started. Currently sitting at about $450 at the time of this recording. So what happened? What are the factors that contributed to the crash? I think that there are a number of things. The first one being the nature of the run-up. If you look at most of the charts, they all pretty much have the same pattern. This is the common Spider-Man. Looks very similar to the Wonder Woman and the Steamboat Willie. It's pretty much a parabolic line straight up. And I think that charts like this are the result of FOMO and hype, and they're hard to sustain because there aren't strong support levels built out. And so when new catalysts come along that bring sell pressure, it's very easy for these to come crashing down, and I think that's what we saw play out over the last few weeks. Now, I think that one of the most obvious things that caused a lot of sell pressure was that infamous tweet by Alex where he tweeted out the 4 chili peppers and caused a lot of hype and speculation in the community. Everyone was speculating on whether it would be Pokemon at the end of February, and a lot of people put some gems on the side and sold off. It created a month-long gem squeeze. Now, I don't think this is the only reason why the market crashed. It is just one of the reasons. I'm going to get into some of the others in a minute, but I think that there is a lesson to be learned there, and that is that the Veve secondary market is a marketplace that has a market cap of over $1 billion. I think Taps Trades did a video on it about a month and a half ago. It was at $1.5 billion. I'm sure it's grown since then because that was, pre-pump. So this is a marketplace with over $1 billion in market cap, and it's very easily swayed and manipulated because every new drop impacts the price of other things as people look to accumulate gems by selling off things that they're currently holding. And so when you tease something huge coming a month down the line, you're setting yourself up for tons of hype and speculation. And the longer the period of time, the more that hype builds, the more that speculation intensifies. All right, and it really has an impact on the market. All right, now I don't think that was the intent. I think the intent was good. I think that it was to create excitement, but I think that the net result of it is that it has a serious impact on the secondary market. And what did it end up being? I believe it ended up being the Black Panther and the 007 drop. Now, the Black Panther release was dope. I think that the statues look great. This is a very relevant, iconic character for the modern age. But I also think that most people expected this to drop in February due to it being Black History Month. Then, of course, the 007 Aston Martin release is also dope, especially or particularly the secret rare numbered to 7. But these are not accessible to most people. So again, I think the team should probably refrain from trying to build hype a month in advance and teasing things, and that the gem squeezes should happen a little more organically. And I do think the lesson was learned there. And I also, like I said, I don't think that's the only reason why the market reacted like it did. I think that another reason, of course, is MTL, which still isn't here, but which is a little closer to arriving. And we saw that the market was starting to recover a little bit a few days ago, and then the MTL article dropped, and then the market collapsed again. There are a lot of people who are waiting to cash out and realize some profits. And I think the full details being released are a sign that we are closer to this actually happening for most people. So I'm not going to go into detail about MTL because a lot of people have already covered it in their videos, but I don't think that MTL and the chili pepper squeeze are the only reasons the secondary market has, come down as it has in the last few weeks. I think that another reason is that people are tired of waiting for MTL, and more people are cashing out outside of the app, going through escrow and going around Veve in order to sell their collectibles for cash and not gems. I'm seeing more and more people talking about this in my Twitter feed. And I think that a real reason that they've been incentivized to do this and sell their collectibles at a discount outside of the app is because of all the good deals in crypto right now. Last week we saw Cardano under 80 cents. We saw Solana hit $75. Luna, I think, was at $40. There's been a lot of opportunity in the crypto market, in the stock market, and you can't take advantage of that opportunity with gems. You can only take advantage of the opportunity if you have cash, all right? So when people need access to cash, they sell things, and I think that there are a lot of people who went around Veve and sold collectibles through escrow in order to take advantage of opportunities in other markets. Now, a final contributing factor that led to this downturn in the Veve secondary market is the fact that there are so many new users. All right, I think half of the accounts in Veve have come about in the last 8 weeks or so. All right, so there are so many new users, so many people who don't have the experience, but more importantly, the conviction of people who have been here longer and from the beginning, all right? And when you don't have a conviction in something and you're buying towards the top or as prices go higher, you are more inclined to sell as prices drop. And I think that has also played a part, all right? People being newer to Veve, not having conviction, and buying on the way up, getting scared, and selling on the way down. So now the question is, will the market recover back to its previous highs, and what happens next? Now, first off, no one knows what's going to happen next, but I do believe that the prices will go back to their previous highs. I think it will take some time. Things need to settle in the market, find a new floor. People need to get comfortable with the fact that things have settled, and then gradually I think prices will increase. So here we are back again. So here we are back looking at the Wonder Woman chart. You can see that the price is pretty much back where it started before the pump. But take a look at the supply. The supply has thinned out from those pre-pump levels. There are about half that are for sale as there were on December 31st. So I think if we go a period of time without major drops, there'll be a gradual increase in price, and it won't take much, given the current supply, to get back to some higher levels. Because it's not like people are losing interest in Veve. It's not like there's not new money coming in. This is courtesy of Puddin' Cheeks. If you don't follow him on Twitter, you should. He tracks all the data of gem purchases and Omi burns. And we're still getting over $1 million or near $1 million pumped into Veve every day. Now, it is important to note that during the pump, we were averaging over $2 million a day in gem purchases. There were 4.5 million gems purchased on January 18th. That must have been a drop. I'm not sure what dropped on that day. 3.6 million the day before. But January started with over $1 million in gems being purchased on a daily basis. It ratcheted up as the hype built. It's since cooled down, but the numbers are still strong. We're still averaging over $1 million in gems being purchased. There were 3 million gems purchased on February 14th. That, of course, was the last Golden Moments drop. So interest is still high. People are still heavily involved in Veve, which is why I'm confident the market will recover, and I'm looking to pick up some pieces that I was priced out of just a few weeks ago. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Have you lost your conviction, or do you think the market will recover? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is linked down below in the description. As always, hope you all have a great weekend. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. I will see you in the next video.